Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rowan37 here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be continuing the series on showing you guys how to get the most XP in every skill in Hypixel Skyblock. Today's guide is going to be on Alchemy. If you want to get straight to the method, you can go check out the timestamps on the screen right now, but if you'd like to stick around and watch the whole video, I'd really appreciate it. Real quick before we start this video, if you guys do enjoy the video or want to see other videos like this, it would really help the channel out a lot if you consider liking and subscribing. Subscribing is always free, and if you want to unsubscribe, you can do it at any time. Alright, let's get started. Alchemy in this game is a very interesting skill, and I think it's one that's in very much need of an update. As of right now, all Alchemy does for you is give you a little bit of intelligence per level. You get 1 intelligence at level 1, and you get 2 intelligence around level 50. After level 15, you start getting 2 intelligence per level, and so by maxing out this skill, your intelligence will be higher. Meaning if you run a mage in dungeons, this would mean you have a little bit of extra damage and a little bit of extra mana. So for those who are doing stuff like that, this will be worth it for you at the end of the day. The next perk Alchemy gives you is it makes it so that the potions you brew have a % longer duration. This means if you have Alchemy 50, you can brew potions that are 150% as long as a person with Alchemy level 1's potions would be. Now this used to be really good when people used to do stuff called God Splashes that would give you an hour of potion effects that people really needed in the game. But with a somewhat recent update, they've added God Potions to this game, which give you 20 hours of non-stop potions in the game and every single potion. And these cost hardly more money than what God Splashes used to be, meaning this second perk for Alchemy is essentially useless. It's pretty unfortunate. I think sooner or later they will add a better second perk for Alchemy, but we'll have to see. Luckily though, Alchemy is one of the easiest skills to get in the game. The only issue with it is Alchemy costs a lot of money. So if you're getting into this, don't expect to be a beginner player, expect to be pretty late into the game. Getting Alchemy 50 will cost tens of millions of coins. If I'm not wrong, it actually costs around 50 million coins to get it from 0 to level 50. The one thing this skill is really helpful for is getting into guilds that have skill requirements, if that's what you're trying to do. And of course, it also helps you get intelligence. Usually in this video, I'll have a lot more timestamps, like showing you guys a beginner, intermediate, and advanced guide, along with pets and potential buffs, but Alchemy is a very weird skill and you won't need any of that to level it up. So there's gonna be one section of the video coming up showing you guys how to save the most money while doing this, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Now, as of right now, when doing Alchemy, there's 2 pretty good ways of saving money. The first one is to buy a level 1 legendary sheep pet. You can buy legendary or epic, but I think legendary is the better choice of the 2. And by doing this, by buying a level 1, you can buy a level 1 for around 3.5 million coins, and what you can do is level it up to however much Alchemy XP you're gonna get and get the sheep pet to around level 100 or even level 80. If you get it around that level, you can sell it for way more. You can sell your sheep pet for 3.5 million to maybe even around 6 million for a level 100 pet. This will make it so you can save a lot of money because upping your Alchemy XP is going to cost a lot more than 3 million coins. The next thing you can do is we're going to be using enchanted sugarcane for this method. What you can do is once you brew the potions, you'll get speed 7 out of the brewing stands. Once you get these potions out of the brewing stands, do not throw them away because you can sell each of the potions back to the NPC for about 5,000 coins each, if I'm not mistaken. Other than that, that's really as simple as it gets. Just make sure whatever Alchemy pet you're using is equipped. The sheep is your best bet because it's used a lot for mages and dungeons, and make sure that you sell all the potions you get at the end of this. Okay, for the materials you're gonna need, you're gonna want to start by buying brewing stands from the witch in the hub. She will sell pretty much everything you're gonna need. The first thing you're gonna buy, and this is gonna determine how much you're gonna buy of the rest of the materials, is brewing stands. Now you can buy however many brewing stands you want depending on how much XP you want. As an example, I'm just gonna buy 32 brewing stands. You can buy 64 brewing stands and you'd have to do the calculations equally. For 32 brewing stands, you're just going to want to get 3 times that in bottles. So for me, that's going to be 96 glass bottles, 32 nether wart, and 32 of enchanted sugarcane. The first 3 items you can buy from the witch here. So the brewing stands, the nether wart, and the bottles, you're going to want the same amount of brewing stands and the same amount of nether wart, but you're going to want 3 times as many bottles because a brewing stand holds 3 bottles. For the enchanted sugarcane, you're going to have to do one of 2 things. You're going to have to either do the brute force method where you just buy this in the bazaar. You can try creating buy orders. It'll make it quite a bit cheaper, but I don't know how often you'll actually get it in buy orders. For this, it'll cost about 2 mil for 32 or about 4 mil for 64 respectively, but instead you can also just buy it instantly. It'll cost quite a bit more, probably 100 to 200k more. Yep, and you can get it just like that. That is definitely the fastest way of doing it, but if you want, and this is completely up to you, is if you already have a pre-existing sugarcane farm, you can actually farm the sugarcane yourself and then create it into enchanted sugarcanes and then get the Alchemy XP for virtually free. The only issue is while doing this, it's not going to be the fastest way to get Alchemy XP because you're going to be spending most of your time farming sugarcane. All right, let's get started with the actual method. The first thing you're going to need is a flat plot of land on your island. where you can place down however many brewing stands you got. I got 32, so this spot right here should be able to hold 32 brewing stands. But if you got 64 or 128, you're going to need to create yourself a plot to place them all on, and you can easily access every single brewing stand. From here, all you're going to want to do is just place them down. After you have them all placed down, you're just going to want to fill up all of your water bottles and fill up every single brewing stand respectively. This is made a lot easier by having any sort of water source. It doesn't need to be an infinite water source because bottles do not actually diminish the water source. But as a recommendation, I would not recommend pulling water out of a cauldron because you're going to have to refill the cauldron as well. Also, for some reason, there used to be a glitch where instead of saying water bottle rarity common, as it does right now, if you actually craft these glass bottles instead of buying them from the alchemist, you'll get normal water bottles that aren't technically Skyblock items. With this, you won't actually be able to place them in the brewing stand. So all I'm saying is do not craft the glass bottles. Make sure you buy them from the alchemist or you'll have issues putting them in the brewing stand. Okay, I've run into that glitch I was just talking about. Right here, you can see it says water bottles instead of saying water bottles common. I think it's just a random occurrence from when you pull from the water that sometimes it'll, yeah, see right here, it makes normal water bottles and then we got water bottles that are common up here. Real quick, I also forgot to mention, if you buy glowstone dust, the same amount of brewing stands you bought in glowstone dust, and you add them at the end to the potions, as a result, they will be worth more money when you sell them. This is another way to save money. After you put all of the water bottles into the brewing stands, all you're gonna have to do is start putting nether wart in every single one of them as well. You can make this a lot easier by spreading them all out, so you can shift click them in like so. Then once you have all the nether wart brewed up, get your sugarcane, spread it all out, and do the same thing with the sugarcane. And last of all, if you're trying to save a little bit of extra cash, take your enchanted glowstone dust and throw it in there as well. Alright, and after all that, all you're going to want to do is make sure you got a god potion on. This is so you get Alchemy XP boost 3, and you can also have a booster cookie on to give you 20% more skill XP. If you're spending this much on Alchemy XP, I highly recommend it because it's not that much more than getting the Alchemy XP. All you have to do from here is pull the potions out, and you'll see your sheep starts leveling up like crazy. Make sure to save every single one of these speed potions. Once your inventory is full of potions, if you have a cookie booster, you can go ahead and trade these to the shop for 6,000 each, just to get a little bit of your money back, and then keep on going. Alright, now I'm all done. As you can see, all the brewing stands are empty, and I'll sell some more of these to get a little bit of my cash back. I went up about a 1 1/4 alchemy levels. I'm only alchemy 46, so I am pretty high level, but per brewing stand, you get about 62,000 alchemy XP when you're doing sugarcane. After all that, my sheep pet got to about level 71, so overall that was pretty good. Obviously, you're going to need a lot of brewing stands to end up getting your skill XP high, but if you want to do 132 enchanted sugarcane run, you'll probably end up getting yourself from level 0 to about 20 while doing sugarcane. Alright guys, thank you all for watching. I know alchemy is a weird skill, but I hope I could help you guys all out with this video. It is pretty expensive, but at the end of the day, if you're going for high average skill or you're going for intelligence, it is worth it. Thank you guys for watching. Please do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.